I called out your name. It was at that very moment I knew I would not be the same. You left me broken all alone, and now you will not pick up your phone. Did you think that would get me feeling down? No, that made me drive all around that old small town. Did you think I would drown in your pain? Hell to the no, let me explain. I drove up to that old dive bar on the corner of a new tomorrow. I thought I was going in to drink away my sorrows. Instead I danced the night away. Boom bopping, bar hopping, body rocking, foot stomping all night long. As you drove on by that old glowing neon sign, you see me walking in with someone new. You thought you left me broken and alone, waiting for me to pick up that damn phone. Did you think I would move on? It was a new day you left for me tomorrow. Hell to the no, let me explain. I drove up to that old dive bar on the corner of a new tomorrow. I thought I was going in to drink away my sorrows. Instead I danced the night away. Boom bopping, bar hopping, body rocking, foot stomping all night long. Instead I danced the night away. Boom bopping, bar hopping, body rocking, foot stomping all night long.
I cut it. You guys heard the intro. I want to get to this as quickly as possible. I have a lot of thoughts. Let me start with some of them thoughts. Ziggy. 4 years later, after all we learned, sounds different now. Yes, it does. So I'm guessing you guys listened to it after I posted it. Listen. My biggest concern is they're all related to each other. I'm sure Fred visited Indiana with Pete and Brandon because they're buddies. Laura's sleeping at their house. I don't think Brandon did anything to Summer. I believe him when he says if anybody hurt a kid, he has 4 kids. I heard him say it. That's what you guys are going to hear. Do you know you can have a ton of fun on $10 cash and 10 quarters? I've watched it 6 times since the first. My thing is Ziggy knows Brandon. You hear Brandon say how long he's been in Indiana. He's telling us his whole life with his father. He's lived in Indiana his whole life. He just came to Tennessee 3 years ago, is what he tells us. Ziggy lived in Warsaw, Indiana, very near these people, a block or 2 away, not far at all. I'm going to guess Ziggy and Brandon were friends. Listening to this, it hits a little bit different. I think Fred knew Ziggy through Brandon Clark. Let's put it on and give it a listen. I have a lot of thoughts.
Oh. Turn it around. Sorry, dude. Turn it around. Hey, I got a question. And looking for Summer Wells. Did authorities come back here at all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
So when did they come back? When was the last time they were here?
Dude, it's been... When's the last time they was here looking for Summer, Small? if anybody's looking for Summers, they're more than welcome to. We can give anybody permission
Really?
to look at anything.
Yeah, we're trying to find her. You know, it's been a year now.
Look, brother. Look, I wish I knew for sure her parents.
You know her parents?
No, but that's just what people speculate.
Yeah. Does it go to it? Is this a dead end?
No, look, it's a dead end here, but
Yeah.
look, right over here, the pond, and right across this is where they live, dude.
Oh, they live right over there.
Yeah, like there's, you know what I mean?
Hi.
It's
Look.
a different
I
holler.
don't remember you from YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm looking for Summer.
Yes.
Looking for Summer. Looking like I just came down this road because I saw it like a mile away from their road.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Hey,
You can
wanna
cross this mountain right here, and you can be in, unfortunately, Fred Hill's backyard.
Fred Hill's backyard.
Yeah.
Hey, and it's like, even when the cops come, I tried to tell them, I said, dude, I know, because I ginseng, I hunt,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, I know spots like, hey, and I showed them, they didn't even know where that holler was by that pond there.
Who didn't? The authorities?
The authorities, no, there's another.
Did they search back here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did search, but it was when Equisearch was down here.
Yep.
How long ago was that?
Gosh, that's been
6 months or so.
probably.
So where they all came, drove here, and then just parked and then
Yeah,
looked?
they've searched it.
There's one pond, but he mentions another one that they didn't search. They only been back there twice to search, a year later. One time, they scared Brandon. Brandon drew his weapon. They did nothing to Brandon. They let him go.
Different times. One time they parked down here, and the
Yeah.
other time they walked in. So
Because some people don't give them permission, this and this, and we're like, hey, my uncle owns, her and her brother owns all this, and my uncle lives next door. We give anybody permission, anything, anybody need any
permission to
help.
search. We've searched.
That's good. See that we need kind neighbors like you guys
Yep.
and others. And there's others that do the same thing, but there's others that say, no, you can't come on the property.
Shit, bro.
Yeah.
Look, anybody don't help out with this kid, it's a
I agree. I agree. And
Hey,
we've been out
hey,
there
it's a
handing out
baby,
flyers. We've been out here just,
Can I have one of those?
yes, you can.
Hey,
I always hit the take off stage instead of the unmute. You know, I want you to keep in mind this is the man that Laura was living with when she got out of jail, that she accused them of stealing from her while she was sitting on Ziggy's panel. Always keep that in the back of your mind.
Bless her heart.
you got a minute?
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
just kind of give you a
You
little...
mind?
Also, when she was arrested, she was in the car with them. I don't believe that's Glenda Head. That might be his mother-in-law. I believe that's a light sitting there. You could see her face in the mirror. She comes to the window. She's friendly. I believe she's a light. He calls her mom, although his mom is Glenda Head. Now, how do I explain this? Oh, he's going to say David Bays is his father-in-law. Pay attention to the names, guys. It gives you information to debunk some of what Ziggy and Fred have said.
If I like video and
Yeah,
okay,
anything
cool.
you want.
Let me come.
Hey, I
Let me
mean
come up.
that. When it comes to celebrity,
All right.
Park anywhere.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you, man. And this is good. We're gonna go search.
that's what I'm saying, dude. I got a little girl. I'm telling you, I would kill 10
I agree, bro. I agree. Thank you.
If I was dad, hey, I would be walking around with a shotgun. I'd be put me in a insane asylum, bro.
What's your dog's name?
Lucy.
I love dogs. I got a cat.
That's what I'm saying. None of us believe. None of us believe Dawn and Candace, dude.
They're lying.
They got
There's lying. There's no way. One can
No
a
way.
child wander off from their hill.
No way.
No.
No.
She ain't. She ain't.
You see? But you got a nice spot. Like I've always wanted to get a home in the back, in a back road, no traffic.
Dude, I'd look. Even like them old houses, me and my dad get bad vibes.
What is that?
It's a church, bro.
Oh, people come here for church?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yeah, this is the church in the woods.
Oh, that is like totally cool. I never seen anything like that.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Right down here. Girl.
Dawn Wills told me somebody was knocked in the head in that church. Somebody had wrote me, told me to ask Dawn about it. I did. Dawn collaborated it with me and said it was a woman, a friend of his, that was knocked in the head in that church. I don't know who that woman is or whether she survived, but I know that there was a Jennifer Satterfield who was knocked in the head. And I don't know if it was her or in that church. I have questions. That is Glenda Kirst. Okay, from her picture on Facebook, she looked much taller and darker hair. I thought it looked like Lisa Light, but I could be wrong. I don't really dig no more. I don't think it's my business anymore. That Gary As Above So Below used to send me everybody's shit. That's not what I'm here for. I just want Summer found.
There's more. I'm just gonna say this. There's more fucking land in Hall. I'm not from here.
Yeah.
I'm from Indiana. I've been down here 3 years. And my family owns that next door. I saw ginseng.
His uncle would be Archie Head. You just heard him say he's only been there 2 to 3 years, but he tells us he goes more in depth about his life in Indiana just a little bit later on in the video.
When I heard she's missing, dude, I've been looking.
Oh, so you went out here yourself?
Yeah, I'm the only one. Look, nobody comes out here. You know what I mean?
I know Crawford owns the church. It isn't Glenda Head that owns the church. And because I've looked it up on the property viewer. But I know Rick Crawford was the pastor of that church. I also know that Fred said he used to run snow for Rick Crawford. I also know he said Dawn used to paint for Rick Crawford. I don't think these connections have anything to do with anything. I think Ziggy helped Fred cover something up. And I believe Ziggy knows Fred through Brandon, who lived in Indiana and Warsaw, Indiana, in the same place, at the same area, at the same motherfucking time. Could Brandon be helping Fred? I don't know. I doubt it.
Like, literally. I've seen them cops, they come this way one day, like 6 of them, and I had a gun. I got my gun out, and I was like, Lucy, no. And because they snuck up on me. And then they were like, they had our address that they was the sheriff's department, this. But look.
Did they ask for permission to come?
No.
They just came.
And then he was a prick. I said, hey, well, if you need, there's porta potties that was down here, and I showed them.
That's a good question.
They seen on drones or something where some structures was, right?
Yeah.
So I said, dude, I'll take you to where I know where everything is around here. I'm the only one that gets out in the woods. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There ain't nobody.
He's the only one that gets out in the woods. That's a concerning statement to me because they say there's a lot of theft in the area. However, I don't think he would have taken Summer. I hope not. I really hope not.
I'm gonna say this though, bro. There's spots up in these hollers, in these hills where trees fall over. Like I'm building my kid a house. Right, my kid's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you talk to Brandon Kirst? Wow. Ginseng is all over these hills and hollers. You know, I always thought, call me a dumbass, ginseng was from China or something. I never knew we grew it here, and I was educated about ginseng here in America. I want to learn more about it. That As Above, So Below was like really studying it, but I wasn't paying attention because I was tuned into the YouTube. But I want to know, like, where do you sell it to and what all do they do with it? And I think it's interesting. I think it's a good way to make money, and I think it's a reason to protect your property 100%. Wonder if Killer would confirm if this church is, if Fred told him had a bunch of drug psychedelic party at. Really? I never heard that. Oh my God, I'm going to have to ask Killer about that. Sorry, but taking his statement is the same as Zig and Fred's. Yeah. Listen, I'm just saying, listen to his words coming through. I'm not right, probably, but the Chinese buy it. Okay. Most likely local shops. You sell it at scrap yards. It's like, really? It's an herb. You sell it at scrap yards? Yeah, I like ginseng. I like the Arizona teas with the ginseng in it. They're good. I don't know. All right, let me put this back. So now Brandon is saying it was a Sunday Fred hauled his bike. Yep. Why are they lying about the bikes? And why would Jody Sue say she saw him hauling bikes? That's curious to me. Okay.
A clubhouse. If a tree, dude, if that dude, all he had to do is right over, if you cross and come down over there, there's goalies. There's all these goalies. You see what I'm saying? And these haulers. But right, if you keep going all the way straight, dude, I found a blanket down there.
Can we keep going?
Well, yeah, we can go anywhere you want, bro.
Let's go.
Anywhere you want to go. Good. And
so this is like on the edge of Fred Hill's property.
No. Fred's is like back here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My gun out in case he's a snake or something.
Yeah.
I shot Copperhead like 3 days ago.
Hello, Lucy.
Yeah, she's all right. And she just calls me.
He tells us how close him and Fred are. He just talked to Fred 3 days ago. Him and David Bays, he'll go in. He tells you he knows Fred well. He doesn't know the Wills, which I don't believe. He tells you about David Bays. Here's where I want you to really give a good listen.
Where I go, she's a good dog. But look,
Dude, I appreciate this because a lot of people just want, you know how many people care for Summer out there?
dude, hey, look. My mom is obsessed with watching this shit on YouTube and everything, and it makes me cry.
And you guys are local.
Yes, hey. Nobody comes and talks to us, dude. They don't even know about these whole.
Dude, that is exactly what I said at the beginning because I was filming down this road. What's this road called? Light Holler. And I was like, I haven't heard anyone search Light Holler. You got to keep in mind, if Summer was taken from the parent, Don, and put her in the truck, or Candace, they would go to another road near their home, you know, and try to dump her, like, possibly.
I can go flat-foot, barefoot, and go up the side of these hills. I've never seen investigators or cops trail these sides of these hills. Back here, I've never seen them trail. You know what I mean? You know what? They walk these paths and they try to figure out where things are. I try.
He never seen investigators trail them hills and those paths. Nobody searched up there. That's what he's telling you. That's what I've been screaming for 4 motherfucking years. Nobody's over on Light Holler searching. Why? Now watch when he comes up to this gate what he does. I believe this would be Fanning, where Fanning owned the property, where he's walking up to the gate. Here, folks, you have your KKK Jody Sue was chasing in the woods, in my opinion.
I tell them a couple times, hey. And then they're like, "Well, when did you find out about look?" I'm telling you right now. People around here, when it comes to babies, dude,
yeah.
Not, hey, I'm telling you right now, on everything I stand for, if I know a child molester or somebody, look. Oh, you don't know.
Bro, I understand. And not only that, but you know, like Don Wells was like, oh, it's meth dealers and everything like that. People, even if you did drugs, right? Drug dealers don't do stuff to kids.
Look,
nobody does stuff to kids.
Everybody down here don't want that no problem with no nothing, dude. That is, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. That they know. There's somebody up Don Phoenix or what know what happened. I know those cool dudes, if they didn't have long to live, they'd burn their house down. If my baby was missing, dog, I wouldn't have a home left. I'd be walking around with a shotgun.
Every day looking.
Something in me tells me I believe the way he said that. Somebody has to know something. He's telling on the investigators for not being back up in the hill. This kid to me just seemed a little too talkative and honest. He wasn't blunt. He wasn't forceful. He's carrying his gun. He's telling you, I'll fucking hurt you, motherfucker. When I was in high school, a lawyer got killed by my friend. They interviewed Ronnie while he was wearing a lawyer's shoes. Wow, Chango, that's crazy. Yep, they never looked. I say let's go search.
Look, I would be freaking out, bro. I wouldn't stop crying. I cried more than probably Don. I've seen him cry on shit. Which I know camera can make people look like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know TV, internet, but I'm just saying this. I tried to. They brought divers, and I said, yeah. Hey, we got a pond back here. Hey, I still look for it. Every time I'm out here, dude, I look for anything.
So what are you looking for? Like clothing?
Anything, yes. I found a blanket like right here, and I showed them the investigators. I left it there. So, dude, me and my girlfriend, we ginseng hunt last year.
Go, Lucy.
And I had a little spot on the path. My cousin rides dirt bike, and him and his buddy and me are the only ones that come back here. You see what I'm saying? And there's another guy that patrols this. Look at all this. Tell me.
Only certain people go back in the woods, and there's another guy that patrols it. Him, his buddy. Do you hear him? I want you to pay attention as he comes through. I believe it's Archie Head's yard with blue barrels and the chickens. See, these are all the things I paid attention to, and I had already known some of the names back then because I had spoken to Linda Pizziazzo. I can't say her name. I'm sorry. I chop it every time. Crystal Spencer's mom. We'll call her Miss Spencer. Okay.
You couldn't hide something. Somebody, especially the size of this dog.
Exactly.
And I haven't seen not one person. This year, I'm gonna be on this side. I'll be looking everywhere.
So you haven't seen one authorities or nobody?
No, I seen them walk down this path, and they ran into me, and we about had an incident.
Why? Because you just didn't know who they were?
Yeah. Dude. I said, hey, you're trespassing on private property. And then,
Holy hell, Ratch, I forgot about that. Yes, I do remember that. Where was that clip? If anybody knows where that is, please comment it to me in one of my community posts or send it on Facebook or my email.
and they're like, oh, the one in front stuttered and was like, oh, called 3 or 4 more. And then they told me that it was a cop. And I tried to do like what we're doing. I said, hey, I know where that holler is. I'll show you. And the one cop didn't want me to go with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. And I understand that people don't want, you know what I mean? But look. Man.
It's a child.
Dude, all my life. Dude, I got 4 kids. I'm telling you right now, anybody that little children, that's what I'm saying.
He's alive. He's done this one interview. Laura lived with him. Fred accused Laura of being in a relationship with him, which I highly doubt. I think he has a woman and 4 kids, he said. And then Laura went on to one of the Bernard boys down Beach Creek, and now she's married in Virginia, so she's been around. could be.
Dude, I really appreciate this. Seriously, like, and people are going to appreciate a neighbor like yourself having so much concern for a child.
Look,
Dude,
I wish, but the thing is okay. Down here, people are a little different. You know what I'm saying? We're not all drug users or drug dealers. We're just not very. We take pride in having our privacy and having, you know what I mean?
it's a generational community too, right? Like,
right. And it's like this. They ain't no what happens like this down here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And now happens. And I know some old timers, dude. I know a couple old timers. I swear to God.
So no cornbread mafia or that crazy talk.
No, dude. Look, that's bullshit. There's real and then there's these fucking stupid. And we're just good old boys about working, fishing, having our land to our, you know what I mean? These over there, they ain't even from here anyways.
Yeah, they're from Arkansas and Utah.
Hey, ask around. They ain't been no Tennessee.
Yeah, he only came here for his mom.
Missing. You know what I mean? I was born in Indiana, but all my family is from Tennessee and Kentucky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, I want to show you some here. This is where it crosses over. Sorry.
What did I tell you all the other day about the big, huge Lexington drug bust that happened about a year or two ago? And how I found connections to Rogersville in this drug bust all the way up here to Pittsburgh at a little tattoo shop in the little town that I'm from. Tattoo shops in the city now, but it used to be in the town. Listen to him. Pay attention to his words. They're important now that we listen back.
I'll get a weed eater. I'll get a full load. Dude, anything I can assist somebody that wants to look.
I want to find her.
Dude, look. I can get any resources right across here. David Bays is my father-in-law. He owns the property right next to Fred and him. You know what I mean? And them they said they found there.
His ex-wife is Diana Bays. Diana Bays owned Jackie Dobbs' property. That's who lived on it, at least, when all the pew-pews were going on there, and there was all kinds of crimes, and somebody was unalived there, and there was an unaliving, and there was a big dykes battle. They came up from all the way down the other side of the hill. Dobbs' property was known for crime. There was a couple of them on it. Look it up. It's why they didn't want Jackie buying the property.
There was a dog shot up there. Oh, yes,
Thank you.
Oh.
That was it. And
the bones Fred took Ziggy to, he knew it was a dog because somebody shot the dog. Brandon, I wish you would tell us who shot the dog. Because, they fought the dogs there, and I'm sure after they suffered so bad, that's how they would unalive them. Right? Which hauler was it Jody Sue would go to kicking in doors to save the dogs?
They said they found bones in this. Well, what is that? I don't know. What's it? But, well, right through here, like that's what I'm saying, dude. Right over here is Ben Hill Road. If you keep coming back to here, there's an old logging road back through here, bro.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, like right here, there's a porta potty. Where's it at? They look in it, da. Ow, God bless it. Look, if I was going to do something, where is that porta potty at? Right there.
Oh, porta potty.
That's a structure right there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Just no matter what, be careful. Watch your feet for snakes, dog.
Yeah.
I just shot one a few days ago. This is a porta potty. I hunted in it last year.
Why is that porta potty here?
Dude, her brother worked for a place, and there's 3 of them on this property. They gave them to him, and he took them.
Who's he?
Archie.
Archie.
Yeah. this is like 10 years ago. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
What were they building back here? Or they just put porta potties back here.
no, he got to take them home for free.
Oh,
So
okay.
he used them as hunting blinds, and like over at our pond over there, there's one over there, and that's for you know, people they camp and da 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 da. So I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you something.
Did it again. What are you talking about, Danny? The oldest boy did have a riding outfit on. It was a fox. It was red, white, and black. It was the picture that Candace posted and then deleted. I believe the time was 6:03 p.m. The picture posted. It wasn't taken the same day because the hair length doesn't match. There's photos of the kids. Josie was bald in that picture, and then when he's with the police, he has more hair. So it was a few days after. You could see the hair growth. He's making too much out of everything. I do too, Kirst. I agree with you. Oh, Kirst was saying, no, it was Josie. It was the oldest boy. 100%. Maybe not. It might have been the middle one. I think I did just see an image and I was like, oh, yeah. I'll have to look. Kirst, can you post a picture on your community wall? All right, I'm going to get back to the video.
Where are we going?
Look, I don't know where this goes exactly.
You want to go look? Can we? Are we allowed?
Look, well,
Yeah.
back here, but
Yeah.
look. If we get stopped or something, we just say, he's out looking for summer. And
Yeah, and I'm the press too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about do you know any of the other do you know Fred Hill?
I know, yeah.
Is he? I mean, what's the deal with him? We're hearing a lot of rumors about him. Good or
I'm gonna
bad.
tell you the deal with him right now is this. Like I said, some people, but look, even like it's another Holland. There's certain people. There's normal people. There's law enforcement. You know what I mean? Some of these people are very. Hey, you know, they might have a hot plan or make a little liquor or something, and so we ain't on the same teams. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it comes to this little girl, I don't give a dude. But I'm just saying this. Fred usually hears gossip about what's going on. I'm not going to say he's not right, but I'm saying a lot of things he's not right. You know what I mean?
His name is getting thrown out there. You know, I'm sure he sees it.
But well, that's the
but every neighbor's getting their names getting thrown out.
That's why people don't want to talk. And it's like this. Over this little girl, on everything I stand for, my name is Brandon Clark. I will take and do anything, show you everything I know. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying?
You're awesome. Brandon, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon, you're awesome.
Because I got 4 kids. They're in Indiana. And I hate motherfuckers. Fucking molesters, child. Fucking these children, dude. Oh, they don't want to hang around me.
So you just live with your mom?
Yeah, my stepmom. Yeah.
Stepmom. Yeah, she said she saw me on YouTube.
Yep.
You know, I've been posting a lot about this case. Like I've interviewed. I talked to a neighbor yesterday. I don't know his name offhand. He owns property on Ben Hill, and he was just like, you know, he's saying the same thing. Don and Candace are guilty.
Yep.
For sure. He's like, none of the neighbors. He was talking about Jody Sue and the Bernards, that they're good people. The Bernards were.
I don't look. Yep. Look. I don't know even none of them. I know David Bays. I got friends up and down the street too. None of us associate with them. None of us know them. I know Chad Arnold and Billy. The dude that when Dawn said that Bill was there to children or some children, that's all a lie. I know Bill. We call him Wild Bill. Dude, that's a lie. So the first thing I know is this. Dawn is lying about. He says, oh, there's somebody. Bill and Chad went up there and because I rode my motorcycle by there and seen lights, and they'd be drinking and partying. I never stopped there in my whole life. Never been up on the hill. I know Chad and Bill has been there once or twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's it. Wild Bill, I've partied and drank with him. He's an old school beach creeker. He is not about no bullshit. He would never he would never, you know what I mean? They're lying, bro. On everything. I guarantee you, Donnie. That's what I'm saying. Look at all this land, dude. What's to say he didn't run over? If he was running with her and put her on a brush pile, put her, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's the theory. That's one of the theories. A brush fire, like a brush fire back here somewhere, right? You wouldn't even know.
It's like this. And people don't even, not even a brush fire. You can just put her under a brush pile. There's a pond. Our pond back there's got some trees. Like, you know what I mean? Who knows where the they, you know what I mean? But I don't think that athletic. You know what I'm saying?
So we are like right by Ben Hill Road.
Well, I don't know where this goes to. Ben Hill Road, I know is this way.
Yeah.
I had to think about it. I remembered when you posted it a couple weeks ago and we got a good look at it. Let me see if I can zoom it in. It's definitely the middle child. Let me see. I broke my computer. I dropped a coffee mug on it. And I had to hook a different screen up to my all-in-one computer. That's why you see me like I'm on pillows and this screen's pushed back and everything looks small, and I got to get a new computer. But it is definitely the middle child. Okay, back to JLR.
Right there.
I don't know where this goes, brother. I swear to God, I don't.
You want to go back towards Ben Hill?
Well, here.
Here, I'll follow you. Go
How about this? How about me and you get in your car and we'll go to Ben Hill? We'll go to David. I'll take you to Fred's. I'll take you everywhere you want.
Yeah, but will they want me like recording them?
Yes. Okay, it don't matter. Look, it don't matter what they want.
Yeah.
Look, dog. I'm gonna tell you, I'm one of the only straight up down here.
Where was that pond?
Look, I'll show you. That's what I was gonna show you. On the way out, damn it. On the way out, I'm gonna show you. Well, our pond is this way. Their pond, I'll show you right where their pond is in that holler.
Yeah, show me where that is.
And then what? Hey, there's a brush. Hey.
So it's definitely, you know, now if Don was going to come back at the back of the holler, how would he get there? Go in the back of Ben Hill?
He would come out to where that pond is over there. I feel it. Or where David Bay's property is, behind there. One time, look, okay, I can admit this because it's already over with. I was on bond, right?
Yeah.
I was in a little trouble. The bond agency showed up at David's house. I take off running, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't even looking for me anyway. They were looking for Dave. And so I took off running. And I come out. I crossed 2 creeks. And I come out on this road right up here. So
He's telling you a glory story. He's proud of that moment. He ran from the police. He come out. David was arrested. They wasn't even looking for Brandon. They were looking for David. They're all close. They're Fred's neighbors. David's his father-in-law. I'll look, Ratch. I'll compare them and bring them back in a later live. Maybe tonight. Okay. Put that back on.
boy, I gotta get some pants on. Anyways, I'm just saying. Me and my dad tried to find from Fred to over here and David from over here, there to here, and I never found it. A lot of times I get turned around. There's hollers and hollers and hollers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever went from there to here. But across the street, I go look it up. I did a thing called Randonautica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was into that trying to get any clues and that. And it put me right behind our house. God dang it, boy. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Damn these.
Yeah, they're tough.
Right.
I got pricked a few times.
I got it saved. It's a mark on my map. It's right across the street. Behind there, and it's like this. Dude, them I ain't gonna go say a whole lot to intimidate even myself, but them I'm gonna present a little bit. They don't know. They want to like that dude come down there, that block of wood, and threaten people. Look. Yeah,
Who's that?
What's that? Andy.
Andy?
Oh, yeah. Their neighbor, whatever, come down there, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I wish.
Want to watch it, Ratch? Let me see how long my video is. And let me fix my zoom. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my channel.
Cause I don't like them. Our horse got loose one night, and well, I ran into her and Andy as I was going out walking out holler looking for him, looking for that little horse we had. And they told everybody that I was walking in out of the holler with a flashlight, smoking meth, which is bullshit.
I think speaking of the horses, I think that wasn't it Jody Sue like saying that you used to ride your horse out here? Did you ever? Yeah, and I think she was trying to accuse you of stealing things or something. I don't know what she was trying to say. That lady's so crazy. That lady is so crazy. Does she have a reputation?
That coffee brings this man over here. I had a little mule, and this man over here, every time I hang tired and up here, I tie him out and stuff, and he take and cut him loose no matter what I put on him. He even under lock and chain, he cut him loose.
What the heck?
And, I mean, he told me everything, man. He's not wrong. But I feel like he has threatened me that he would see that I wasn't in this holler no more, so no matter how extended he had to go, you know. So,
Wow.
I mean, that came out his own mouth.
Wow, something happened to you.
Well, property all around me now. I mean, I own, well, Mom owns 5 acres just right here, just like what you see in this mobile.
Yeah.
But he owns all the way around it.
As it runs up the way there, does it end right at your driveway? Kind of, does it like go right there by where the driveway at 207 is?
The what now? Say that again.
That limestone branch, there's that little creek that runs all the way like from where Beach Creek is around the Wells property and comes all the way up.
Oh yes, it goes up by the house.
It goes up by your house?
Yes, it goes all the way up in the holler, actually.
Okay. How much water is in it? Does it have much water in it ever?
Not usually.
Like, is it dirt or is it like, is there water in it?
There's water in it, but it's just some places it's dry and it's not.
Have you ever seen people riding horses up and down it?
It's been a while since Ed moved up there. He don't allow nobody riding, but we used to ride it all the time.
Okay. That's interesting.
We had a horse that got shot in the holler, when we lived up in the holler. Someone shot one of our horses.
How long ago was that prior to Summer going missing?
Probably about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay. And do you think that could have been the grave that? See, there was some attention brought to a horse grave out there, and I was just wondering if that was the same one.
I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about it, but
Okay. What'd you guys do with your horse? Did you bury it?
we buried him.
Okay.
He was put under the ground.
Okay.
Our children was there to witness it.
Right.
I'm sorry to hear that, Laura.
Our kids was the one that found him.
That is horrible. I
Yeah.
have another.
Who do you think shot the horse? What horse? What horse are they talking about, Laura? You know
My
something
horse.
Yeah,
Who do I think shot it? James Light had somebody do it.
James Light. Who? What's his? Is he related to Frank Light?
I think they was brothers. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know if I know or have heard of James Light. I don't think. Oh, by the way.
He was in prison when all this happened.
Okay. Who was?
James was in prison when all it was happened with Summer.
Oh, okay. No, but by the way, saying that her and Fred came up with this great plan and crushed all these bones and set them out.
James was in prison when all it was happened with Summer.
Oh, okay. No, but by the way, saying that her and Fred came up with this great plan and crushed all these bones and set them out over that property.
Tell her I said she's a liar and she's stupid.
She probably did all by herself.
I was there when Fred found the bones.
I bet Jody Sue's the one who put him out there. She probably is the one who did that.
Probably.
They could have been a number of people up there. David Bass and them, they killed stuff all the time. That's who lived there on that property at one time.
Right, David Bays, right?
I mean, it wasn't nothing. That's who we had got that horse off of that somebody shot up in the holler. The poor thing was laying over a bank. It'd been hanging there for 3 or 4 days.
Oh my God.
Didn't have no hair on its back. Its bottom jaw was broke. Its back leg was broke, or the bottom part of its leg was broke. It's shoot, I forget what it's called.
Oh my God.
And I mean, you could stick your finger in that poor horse's back where it had wallowed all the hair off of its back.
Aww.
And had sores on it from rain rot. It was so thin that its backbones was stuck up.
Whose horse was that, Laura?
David Bass.
That is so sad.
And its bottom jaw was broke. It had a back leg broke and its front leg was broke. But Fred brought this horse back to, it could pull a wagon.
Mm-hmm.
It could do anything. This horse would literally meet people at the bottom of the holler, because we lived further up the holler than where we lived. And he would get people to go to the grocery store for us, and they would meet us with the horse. The horse, he could send the horse out and load the wagon up, and the horse would go right back in the holler, take the food up there.
That's awesome.
And he'd pull up, and he'd just pull up and stand there until you got him unloaded.
And then
we took him to a wagon train one time, and we taught him how to get the snaps loose on his leads in case he ever fell again or anything. Because it's steep up there in that mountain in some places. And he could get the snap loose on the lead, and he would unfasten the other horses.
So did David leave him out there just to die? Is that what happened?
Well, David at the time, he was trying to overcome being an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And he was gone and had the horse tied up. And
he was in the hospital for his liver was messing with him real bad and he was bleeding. And when he came up there, we came up there to shoe a horse for him one day, and he told Fred that colt had got down over the bank and wanted to know if Fred would go put him down. And Fred told him, he said, if I can get him up and get him out of here, get him in a trailer, can I have him for the girls? And David told him, yeah.
Oh.
Fred slopped that horse for the first 2 years like you slop pigs. And he'd put him a bucket up on the fence post, and that horse would take and hit that fence post every time and knock the feed down in the corner of the bucket so he could get to it. He was smart, very smart.
And somebody shot and killed him?
Yep.
Oh man, I bet you guys were devastated. Especially Fred.
We looked for him for 3 days.
Who
and
did that?
we went.
You say you didn't want to say, never mind.
And then they told us, the one that shot it, told us that I bet you find it with a bullet in its head.
Oh my God. Oh, I know who it was. Don't I? I know who it was, don't I?
I think so.
Yeah, I know who it is. The one that's been tormenting Fred for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, both of you guys, really. Okay. Anyways, I don't want to say if you're not going to say. So, what was the other thing? There was something else I was just about to say. Oh, didn't you say law enforcement asked you something about horses?
Yeah.
Oh.
Something about a horse with no shoes on.
So law enforcement asked Fred if he knew anybody who had a horse that wasn't shoed, whatever, didn't have like shoes, whatever you call it. Mm-hmm. And why did they think that? Because it looked like there was horse tracks near it?
No, they didn't discuss that with me.
Oh.
They just asked me a question.
So he doesn't know why he was asked that. He just, law enforcement asked him
if the first day.
So the first day that Summer went missing, they asked Fred if he knew anybody who had a horse that was not shoed. And he doesn't know why he was asked that.
Which I didn't at the time.
And he couldn't think of anybody. And you still don't, I don't think.
No, I still had one at that time. Didn't have shoes. But I thought it's odd they asked that, you know.
It is odd because, horses came up several times in Summerwell's since she's disappeared. It's came up, and, from the time that Leslie Earhart from the TBI, was on doing that update, and there goes a horse with a trailer stuck to, or something stuck to the back of it, a trailer or something. Huh?
I was around that horse all the time. I know it wasn't that horse.
You know whose horse that was? Whose?
David Bay's horse.
Oh, Fred thinks it was David Bay's horse. Oh, he said he knows for a fact it was David. He's like, he said he rode that horse a lot. It's David Bay's horse. Why did people think it was Frank Lights, though, or was one of the lights?
They own horses and stuff. They just assumed.
Oh. See, I was thinking it was thought to be one of Frank Lights.
He just said it was David Bay's horse. I'm missing a lot. I'm trying to pay attention to chat. My dog's barking really loud. I'm ready to go downstairs and put a muzzle on him. He must be outside. My kids put him outside. It's the little dog. He started yapping like this week. He learned how to yap and he won't shut the fuck up. That's all he does is bark, bark, bark. He's driving me crazy. But anyways, James Light, Karen Elliott told me that Fred owed James Light a ton of money and that Fred's dad had to pay the debt off. So that's why James Light was tormenting them. All right, let me put this back on. We got like 4 minutes left.
That horse just kept on Knox Pope Road.
It was kept on Knox Pope?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it wasn't even kept on
No.
Bay's property. Okay, so it was kept off of Knox Pope Road. Isn't Toothpick Dude the one who took JLR through all the brush? Brandon?
Brandon Clark.
Does he chew toothpicks?
No, I don't think so. He might have when he didn't have alcohol to drink. I don't know.
Summer did love horses.
They live in Carlos a lot down there. I don't know what horse.
Yes, Tawanda, that horse. That was David Bay's horse. So Fred has rode that horse before. And it was a horse, and that horse was kept over on off of Knox Pope Road. Brandon has a horse. He showed it to JR. A lot of people have horses out there.
Yeah, there's a coat out of that horse.
It was a colt, what?
There was a coat out of that horse that ran away.
Oh, really? Yeah. So that horse that you're talking about that Brandon has, that is, so it's a colt. You mean it's child?
He was his father.
So the horse that was running away was a male horse, right? And it was the father of Brandon Clark's horse.
Brandon Clark, so that horse he had to Roy Light.
And now that horse is owned by Roy Light.
I saw somebody talk about another member of the Light family, and that member of the Light family coming up is Rory Light. This right here is just his Google or his not Google, his Facebook photos. You know, he goes horseback riding a lot. And what concerns me about this is I don't know where Rory lives at. There is rumors about stating that the Light members of the Light family went searching for Summer the evening that Summer went missing, and we got to find out if that's true. I mean, why would if that rumor is true? So if there's any pictures or videos of the searchers on horseback, you know, we need to look into those and see who's on those horses. And then we need to find out why law enforcement allowed the family of a registered sex offender that live right there in the same community as he does go searching for a missing 5-year-old child.
But the one that Brandon had. So Brandon doesn't even have a horse anymore.
No, it's Roy Light, which is
after Summer
Light's brother.
Frank Light's brother. Okay. Roy Light, Frank Light's brother. Mm-hmm. But you never hung out around Frank, ever were around Frank Light. Only
I couldn't tell you what Frank looked like. I don't even know what he looked like. If I even seen him. You know? I know Roy and his other brother. I just said his name. Roy and Jamie.
Roy, and he knows his brothers, but not really Frank. He said he can't even tell you what.
His sister or
Annie. You don't know Annie?
I know of her. I don't know what she looks like. I know she had married a Dykes, Stanley Dykes. So.
That was Lisa Light. Fred had that wrong. Okay. Let's go back. Stanley Dykes was married to Lisa Dykes, who's Stephanie Pell's mother and father or something.
Wait, who Andy threatened?
He come out with a block of wood because these women would just, like even my mom, she's from Indiana. I got her following this story and shit.
Yeah, so women were out there just trying.
Yeah.
And he came out with a block of wood and threatened them?
Yeah, he's with him with a piece of firewood. So that's when I would go I always have a gun on me anyways. I ain't no felon.
Yeah.
I I have the right to bear arms. You know what I mean? I'm out here anyway.
Yeah.
If you don't got a gun, you're retarded.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So,
yeah.
And I usually have a. I think, hey, people like that ain't good people. They're hiding something, dude. I don't think they're.
You know, Don would be like, everybody search my property. I want everybody on like tooth and nail.
Look, exactly. Thank you. I would have been losing. You have to put me in a sane asylum, bro. You understand me?
Yeah. Every day you'd be out there looking.
Or I would just start, anybody I thought, I would kick the door in. Hey, you would have to lock me up, bro. And that's how all my family feels too. Something's wrong right there.
Are we going to the pond?
We will here when we get
back
down. The talking about what she liked and this. What are you going to tell people, dude? If somebody does got her, you going to go saying stupid shit. I'd say, look, if we don't find her, then I know somebody's got her. And I'm going to tell you right now. Dude, you would have to lock me up in a straitjacket. Think about it. You got kids?
I don't.
Man.
But I've tried to find kids, and I see, parents that are so desperate to find their kids that get taken. They're out there, like you said, fighting every single day, crying and pleading and searching. And
even my mom, even me, like, you know what I mean? That want to cry.
So you've never seen Don Wells or Candace out here looking?
Look, I've seen it. You know what? Don Wells out here walked down here one day, a retard, and he's lucky. I'm telling you this.
When was this?
6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
He's lucky certain people don't see him down here. That's why he don't come down here. Because we know what's up. You know what I mean? That people be looking for him too. That's almost it. He better just stay his ass in jail or away from all of us people.
The guy told me
I don't understand why you wouldn't help a father of a missing child search for their child. That's concerning to me. Don Wells needs to just stay the fuck out of here. This, that, and the other, like they hated Dawn. Dawn was at work that day. If anything, that should be Candace. I don't understand the hate and disdain for parents of a missing child. Like, I get it. We all see them as guilty, but if there's an inkling of a chance that they're not, why wouldn't the neighborhood want to get up and help the parents? You usually see when a missing child goes missing, the neighborhood come together. For me, this is just so odd. And it tells me there's more of a connection than what Brandon's leading on. Like, there's a reason these people don't like Dawn. Dawn's not a newcomer. That's bullshit. I was just watching it live with Cam, which I'm going to show you guys soon, where he shows the trailer that Dawn and Pam lived in. They've lived there since the late 80s, early 90s, off and on. Dawn's oldest son is like in his 40s. Dawn is like in his 60s now, almost. Do the math, people. Dawn is not an outsider any longer. He's been in Beach Creek for at least 3 decades. For me, this is more of an emotional connection for a reason they don't like Dawn. Just my opinion.
An employee at Priceless. They shopped at Priceless in Kingsport.
Yep. Told
me that Candace and her mother would go there and they'd get people just ask them, where's Summer? Where's Summer? Right to their face, Like everybody wants to know.
Yep. Look.
So what is this creek?
This is the same creek that goes, it goes basically right on the same road that Summer's on Ben Hill Road.
Oh, wow.
There's 2 of them that wraps around. Like it does, you know what I mean? But like, even like these fields, when it was, no, you know what I mean? When they were, now it's getting green, it's hard to see. And I've hiked these spots, you know what I mean? These people don't go in there. They don't go in, they don't want to get too dirty, bro. That's what I'm saying. If you want to really do some digging and looking at, and hey, you come get you some blue jeans and bring you a shotgun or a pistol.
I might do that with you if you really want to look for.
Hey, I'm gonna be saying like this. Well, I'm gonna scout for ginseng. I can't dig it. We can't dig it right now.
Yeah.
We'll scout for ginseng. We'll look for it. You know what I mean?
What is ginseng? What is a scout ginseng?
Ginseng? You ginseng hunting?
Oh, ginseng. Okay.
Yeah. Like, it's a plant. You know what I mean? You've never seen ginseng before?
Yeah. I wasn't sure what you meant offhand.
But like right here, even we got a.
My son's at the door and I gotta take a bathroom break. I'm gonna let this video play for you guys and I'll be right back.
Horse.
So where's that? What's that? What goes that way?
This goes to our pond.
Oh, that goes to your pond.
And there's a tree. I got in our pond, even looked on. Hey,
they looked?
They didn't, but I got in there and looked. Hey, best I could. There's a tree that's. You want to go back there?
Yeah.
I wish I had a 4-wheeler, dog.
You don't have a 4-wheeler?
No, I got motorcycle, and my uncle's got a 4-wheeler, but here, I'll show you. If I get my motorcycle to the top of this hill, you sit on there, and then you go right back there, because I'll show you back, dude. Hollers and hey, even more back there. If you want to see the first, what I think he would go to would be this one. You know
All right, let's go check out. What were you burning?
I'm burning I'm cleaning up right here. All this fucking garbage. I had 3 fires going last night. You know?
Yeah, I live in Florida, but I'm from Pennsylvania, so I lived out in the mountains.
Yep.
Growing up. So this kind of reminds me.
Archie has grandkids. Linda's got grandkids. You know what I mean? I got kids. Steven's got kids. My stepbrother. We're all just quiet to ourselves. He works. I ain't working right this second, but
This is like the biggest story ever in this area, isn't it?
yeah, it is. I'm telling you, bro. And they don't want to just leave it up to normal people to decide. You know what I'm saying? Around here.
Well, I'm sure at this point the sheriffs and authorities are like, maybe the neighbors will take it in their own hands.
Well, that's
you know, on these people.
All I'm gonna say about that.
Because I don't think, you know, Don and Candace is liked by anybody.
No.
I mean, there's some YouTubers that like feel, oh, they're innocent and kind of.
I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, people will just let them kill or hey, because they should be held responsible. Dude, you're still responsible of these children.
Yeah, exactly. That's your flesh and blood. That's your life. That's your generation. That's your seed.
I know old school dudes, if it was 20 years ago, they would. They would have done something would have done happen. Just to make sure they got the right one. Even if, hey, oh well, I know so cold, dude.
Well,
they
you know, 20 years ago, I went to prison, right?
Right.
For fraud. And I went to federal prison. And, you know, molesters, child people, they would all have to either check in or just get beat up every day. Or extorted, harassed. Inmates do not like child at all. They're like the worst. I mean, they do.
What they done to the child, hey, I'd kill them.
Yeah. I mean, they're at the bottom of the.
But I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? People around here, I know 2 or 3 old school that's been through back in the day. People, it was Wild West down here, dude.
Yeah, that's what I heard. What do you mean by that?
They don't. Hey, after dark, blacks don't come down. I'm not racist,
Yeah.
but blacks don't come down here, and normal folks don't come down here either. You know what I mean? Like when it gets dark, back in the day, they did it. Nowadays, it's look, this is the pond. They didn't even know it's here, bro.
Authorities didn't even know it was here.
Nope. And I told them about it. They come here with a dive team, and I said, the only thing I know is it owns these people. And there's a holler in between this and this, right?
Yeah.
And this is, if we go up this, let's go. All right, yeah. If we go up here, it'll take us to Ben Hill, and we could walk the Ben Hill Road, bro.
So they did eventually come here with scuba people.
Yep, they did. I told him, I said, the only thing I know of is a deer carcass. I was coming here. I didn't know anybody even, you know what I mean? I threw a deer carcass in it, a piece of a deer carcass.
Yeah.
And they're like, we already know about that. I'm like, okay.
Oh, this is a big pond.
Oh, sorry, you got shoes.
Oh, that's one. I'll just.
Look what I'm saying, dude. So I'm gonna show you. Like, see, even these footprints, these ain't. There's somebody. These are all logging roads. I'm gonna show you something.
They don't do logging back here anymore?
No.
No.
But look, where's the entrance? Here, you want to climb up this real
Yeah,
quick?
let's go.
Ah, fuck. Like,
Come on, Lucy.
there's so many of these just right here. You see a mound up on the wood? It's usually where old trees come up, right?
Yeah.
I know spots that go 4 deep.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Lucy made it up.
This dude, look, you see like this. This is the side of the backside of our hill. We don't own this right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if anybody comes out and starts yelling at him, hey, sorry, we was on my property. We could end up. But I was ginseng hunting a while back. Went to the top of this and it's leveled off. It's like a trail up there. We can go up there too. Whatever you want. Right down here, look.
So if you could point right now where Ben Hill Road is, where would it be?
It's right up here.
Right over here.
Look at these mounds of dirt. They had to be digging this pond out.
It's a good look.
It's something. Are you still saying? What's these mounds of dirt? Like, there's old dead trees. But we're not on our property. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta.
Well, at the very worst, they just say leave.
Yep, exactly. That's what we say. If they don't understand that, well, what we'll do it anyway. Fuck them. They ain't from here either.
Who's that?
These people, they just moved here.
Oh, they did? Who owns this property?
I don't know. We don't know their names.
Uh-huh.
Good. Right through here. Cause that Randonautica app took me right up here. I didn't even make it up here. These people come out and yelled at me.
Did?
Yeah.
How'd they know you were back here?
Because I was at the edge of that pond and they seen my white I had a white t-shirt on. So that kind of spooked me out. I didn't know if they had cameras or. But right up here's that logging road too. But I wanted to look. I had me and my girlfriend come this way, and there's a old tree, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
We can go under. It's probably easier.
Like if this dog dies.
Yeah.
That's a nice walking stick. If the dog dies, how many places could you hide her at? You know what I mean?
Anywhere.
And that's what I'm saying. This what fucks me up, girl. Is knowing that, like, I had to think like kids. You know, say if you see a pretty girl, it's your neighbor. Me, I just want to talk to her, da 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 da. But I can understand some people where they get that mindset. Because normal people like us don't have that mindset. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to a little girl, dude, I hope something's gonna come up. I swear to God.
See, back here, the phones don't even work, do they?
No, GPS don't work.
Nothing.
Works, dog. That's what I'm saying.
So I think that's probably one of the reasons why they can't find her, because they can't ping their phones.
There's nothing that they can cook. And that's what I'm saying. There's spots, look, bro, like you haven't even say we had some jeans and some hiking gear on. It's best to get some tall boots and some sticks. But dude, I swear to God, I just shot a copperhead, bro.
Copperhead.
Yep, it was in my uncle's driveway though. But it was, you know what I mean? But look, see them brush piles? That's what I was telling my girlfriend. I said, dude, who knows? Right? Oh, it goes like a gully, like this, like a bowl. Who knows? All they had to do was come up over that way.
How would they have gotten here? Just take their car or walk?
Walk. Hey.
Yeah.
But we don't know what they know. You know what I mean? We don't know. I think, honestly, if she ain't around here, Nolan is a construction worker, right?
Yeah, he works for Tucker Drywall.
I did construction for a little while, doing some, even helping the concrete crew.
Yeah.
If he was working on a house, there's always concrete crews coming in, right?
Yeah.
Who's to say that he didn't go and hide?
He claims he was in Jonesboro that day.
He's lying. Fucking lying. Dude, he said that, oh,
Working.
Wild Bill and da da da. Wild Bill, that's a lie, bro.
What did he say about Wild Bill?
He says his name is Bill. I don't know Bill's last name. I'm gonna shoot.
All right, shoot.
So, now. He says, oh, there's a man up there. That's a lie. Looking at, or could mess with the kids.
Yeah.
That's a lie. Why would he say that? You know what I mean?
Well, Don was pointing fingers at everybody. He pointed fingers at his coworker, Dudley A. John, Jerry Mc.
That's odd to me because Dawn was blaming an Andy according to Hunter. Did Hunter have the name wrong? Was it a Bill? Why would Brandon say Bill was the one in the text message to Hunter, a man up there trying to touch kids? That's a lie. That's a lie, he said.
Clean. He was even saying about Fred Hill, he's just pointing fingers.
Dude, it's like this, dude. These people back here just ends a simple, easy like Sunday morning, good old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're afraid of the law and certain things because of past, law. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like I said, man might have a, and it ain't nothing even that deep. A little moonshine still, a little bit of hot plant growing. I don't
Nothing compared to a kid.
When is it? Hey, dude, I'll tell you, hey, I don't give dude. Up, bro.
So yeah, I've never even walked into a holler before like this.
Look, that's the thing. Look, what month was it when she came up missing, bro?
It's a year ago.
Today?
On Wednesday, 15th of June.
So look, this is what it would have been like.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm back here. Exactly. I'm trying to give people like a perspective of what this terrain looked like because in the winter all the leaves go down, right? Yeah. It's not green.
Look, right up here. Look, that's what I'm saying, bro. There ain't no wild thing gonna get her. She's smart enough not to. Mom and Dad knows. I don't believe there's nobody around here that would take him.
Exactly. And I went to their house. I mean, they're claiming someone parked at the bottom of the hill, went up this trail, took her. I mean, come on. You can't even see the house from the road.
Lie. I never knew. I never seen him. I never, knew who was up there or nothing. So would know. You saw what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that. If I got a spider on me, you better. I hate spiders. Oh.
Where'd you live in Indiana?
I was born in Peru, Indiana.
Where's that at?
It's
near what city? Like big city?
It's near Indiana.
Oh, okay.
But it's a real small town.
When you come here?
Well, my dad was born and raised in Kingsport.
Okay.
And I got family. Like I said, my uncle lives right next door.
How old are you? Like 20?
I'm 34.
Oh, 34. I thought you were younger, dude.
Yeah. That's why, because I live young at heart.
Yeah, I'm 45.
45?
Yep.
Good damn, dude. I thought you were.
Yeah.
But look, it's like this. And I drink here and there. But I don't like watching that video. I don't like thinking about it a whole lot. Because it breaks my heart. And it's like this. People drink, they have this little legal, little something here and there. But they're all afraid to talk to the law. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this trail. I've never
Look at this trail. Look.
I've never been up here before. Ever.
Wow. So which way's Ben Hill? Like from here?
It's fucking this way.
Wow.
I've never been up here.
See, it is. There's trails back here for.
Yeah.
I wonder if authorities were up here.
Dude, I don't even know if they heard me when I told them this was that holler that they didn't know. You know, because it's kind of hilly.
Yeah.
But look at these.
Yeah, trails. What's down there? Is there a house? You just want to be quiet?
No, fuck it. We don't have it. We took a wrong turn. I'd rather be upfront, straight up, tell who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people are very, they start shooting at you, you know, sometimes, but nowadays they ain't no ultimately like they used to be. See, Ben Hill's gotta be. But see what I'm saying? All these hollers and goalies and stuff. When I go pitching, hunting, or scouting, I gotta have a compass, bro. Look at this, bro. You know what? Hey.
What is this?
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna probably come out right here on Ben Hill Road on the end.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
You're an investigator, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna.
Well, I'm a journalist.
Well, look, we're just gonna tell them that.
Just tell them the truth. We're looking for summer.
You're speaking to, yep, exactly.
It's been 1 year since she's been missing.
I'm a local.
This would be the guide wire that was knocked down on the telephone pole. This would be the telephone pole that was knocked down that day. You're looking at the Thompson's property. Somewhere here, there is a camera. This is what Karen Elliott spoke about. My nose is itchy. In the chat, in my chat, and with me in private messages. This is where the tree cutters had to come to fix this telephone pole you're looking at right now. Oh. Oh no. Hold on, guys. My computer's trying to force me to do an update. So when we get to the 2-hour mark, I'm going to jump off of here so I can update my computer. It's causing me some problems right now.
Just tell them the truth. We're looking for summer.
You're speaking to, yep, exactly.
It's been 1 year since she's been missing.
I'm a local, I'm helping you. I didn't know, I thought we was on our property still, so we're just looking anywhere.
See, there's just like gullies and stuff. Like here, for instance, I don't know if a car can drive up or like you said, walk if it's down the street.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, there's so many places, and like over this will be another one, another camp, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna end up on somebody's property here in a second.
Think so?
Yeah. Okay, we're just lost. We're just looking for something. And we'll get on Ben Hill Road and we'll walk out there.
Yeah.
We'll stop by Fred's. We'll stop by David Bays, behind David Bays. I know they haven't looked all behind there. Nobody wants to look like us. You gotta have people. They don't want to bring in the locals, I guess, but you gotta have people that knows these or knows what this. You know, I mean, you can't have people just walking the roads. They ain't doing no good. Look, you need people up here. You need people up here. You know what I mean? She can be anywhere, and nobody's ever know. You know what I mean? It's pretty tricky to see out. I walking sticks a lot. Everywhere. We're gonna come out on Ben Hill Road, but this is one of the properties or something.
See what's up there.
Right there. But let's get on the main road and let's just walk out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. You should have got your car and come down this way. It's okay. think I know where we are. We're right across the street from something. There's a big mansion or something back here, I think. And me and my dad, we try to go from David's and Fred, and we come out on this road, I think. I think we want to go this way.
Yeah.
And then keep going down here.
Yeah. So, but there's just so many, like you said, just so many areas. It's just
Even that right there, we didn't. I wonder if the law knows about that spot back here. You know what I mean? But, well, it is what it is. But I'm just going to say this. Something's going to come up. You see what I'm saying? Something just don't happen to a baby like this. Or somebody's going to do something. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say about that.
I agree, 100%.
But yeah, he acts all about it. Look, she wouldn't even go looking for it. There's a creek at the bottom of the house. I went ginseng hunting. I got friends that live down further on Beach Creek. They ginseng hunt there, walk that whole creek. It comes out right at the house.
Look at that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's there.
Goes way back there.
I've never been. I think this will lead us out to Ben Hill Road, right?
Yeah.
And if we take a right, it'll take us to Kansas.
Yeah.
Left is where David lives. So you know what? If you want, if we are going the right way on our way back, we can take one of these roads. That's what I'm saying. We could have drove the car and parked at David's.
Yeah.
And then some of these people, they're very private. They have cameras.
That's the Thompsons' property, right below Andy and Jody Sue's on Ben Hill Road. Glenda lives on Light Holler. He just walked you from where Glenda lives. The fire pit is right below Jody Sue and Andy's. The one I'm talking about. It's a big one. Where they, looks like they practice cult stuff, in my opinion. It's coming up on this road. There's a telephone pole. Pay attention. I don't know which telephone pole it is. I thought he was further out when I said it before. That was a tree.
And that's what. There's goalies, and then I bet you over that there's another goalie. And I bet you in between here there's more.
I see that they got telephone poles going back here.
Right. See, this is just a private lane.
I see that they got telephone poles.
So see where the vines are coming off that wire? That's what was knocked down. That's what Julie Hill told Karen Elliott was knocked down on a telephone pole. And that's what caused the tree trimmers to come out. Jody Sue had heard a noise. The telephone pole tilted. That looks like a pretty new telephone pole to me. That might be it. But that's the noise that Jody Sue heard at 2:36.
Back here.
See, this is just a private lane.
It might not be that telephone pole. There might be another one. But he's going to come out of the Thompsons area right after passing, if he didn't pass already, right below Jody Sue's property, because up above the ridge line there is Andy and Jody Sue's property, which leads all the way out to Ben Hill Road. I mean, the Beach Creek Road.
I know this lane. I walked down this lane with my dad. We went from David's trying to go to my Uncle Trey's.
Yeah.
When we come out on this lane. But down there, there's a big mansion down there. Yeah.
Well, whoever owns this lives on Ben Hill.
Yeah.
This drive here.
Yep. And so we come back out, and guess what? We was hiking for like an hour or two, and we end up coming out right next door to where we left, basically.
Yeah.
Like hours. It's insane. It's crazy. Maybe we can go back and hitchhike a
Yeah, you want to go back the other way?
No, let's go in this road. Might as well now. Because I want to see where it comes out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I bet
But see how I got a hill and then they're like in between and then it goes up another hill.
See, where we live is about 15 minutes away, right?
Yeah.
But if we cut to the woods, like I said that one day, I ran from David's to where we was at in like 8 to 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't even know really I got there. You know what I mean? But I do get, first year I was here, I got turned around all the time. But now I'm understanding it a little bit better, but I still get lost. So you find a creek or you just start going. Yeah, dude, we're so. I want to say at night, I'm going to tell you this. If you want, you're more welcome to come down here at night. I'm going to tell you this. I never believed in ghosts. I never believed in no at night.
Yeah.
But if I moved down here, there's something down there's some dude. It might be just coyotes. It might just be deer. It might just be, you know what I mean, bear. But there's weird goes on in these woods at night. During dark. It's spooky out here. If you ain't got no guns, you ain't got no. Even with a gun, man. I hear all the time when I'm walking down my road. We like to have a couple people with us, lights, guns. All of us carry guns down there. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah, you need one.
yeah. Like, you never know whether you'd be walking at a copperhead, you know. There's, you know, like a little girl, she couldn't make it. She wouldn't make it 1 or 2 nights. If she did get lost, which I don't think she did, she wouldn't make it 2 or 3 nights, bro. You know what I mean?
Not in this terrain.
No.
But no, even just a little girl running, they wouldn't run into the brush.
That's her road. Yeah, exactly. That's her road, dude. She knows. She knows. This. If anything, then they took her that other way. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a creek. I walked down it one day for hours, and it led me right to their house, at the bottom of their house. So why didn't anybody go there? You know what I mean? Why didn't the parents immediately go there? You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. Little kids like go to the creek, right? Water, you know what I mean? Yeah, right here. This is where I caught. Yeah, anyways. And I wish them motherfuckers, I swear to God. You can put that on the news too. We're just good old people. Good old motherfuckers. I wish that come down and try to hit us with a block of firewood. You see what I'm saying?
No, it was 12:30 when Julie got there. And the noise happened at the 2:30, 2:45 mark. You could go back and read my chats. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. I'd have to go back and double check, but that's my memory of it. But Jody woke up at 2:36 at the same sound. In my opinion. Anyways, a noise woke her.
Yeah.
Because we're not doing nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want somebody looking for their baby, bro? Anyways.
But see, I mean, just she could be anywhere.
Dude, it's a neighbor or it's them. No. If somebody on this road knows for a I guarantee you, I'm a betting man. I bet everything I got that her parents or the next door neighbor knows. You know what I'm saying? like I said, there's that dude Craig always sitting there watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know what's going on.
Okay, this is Simpson Loop, Simpson and Ben Hill right here.
Yep. David Bay's own property, and it's next door to Fred. I bet money right over this hill. Yep, exactly.
He wasn't happy at us about 6 months ago with this guy over here in the white pickup truck straight.
Dude.
Yeah, he came out and started screaming.
Look.
So we made it to Ben Hill.
Now they're on Ben Hill Road. There's Simpson Loop and there's Ben Hill Road. Right at the bottom of Jody and Andy's property, which I thought for the longest time was a driveway. A second, because you know how Jody Sue says Southern Driveway? I thought that was a driveway up to their property when this case first started. I always looked at that.
Hill, Simpson. That's Simpson. We are on Ben Hill, so
People that got something, they got something to hide. Then you know what I mean? Dude,
maybe I'll just exchange info with you and we'll do Fred Hill another day.
Okay, that's fine. But look, I've known him since I moved down here. Acquaintance. I don't talk to him that much anymore. You know what I mean? We had a little bit of falling out on some trading shit. But I know this: he ain't child molester. He ain't kids.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Look, he might be back in the sticks, secluded, and come up with his own wild theories, like everybody's titled to. But nah, he didn't do nothing with no baby. And if you listen to him, he probably's onto something. You know what I mean? He knows these woods.
See, this is their property, I think.
Yeah, this is that creek. You know what I mean? Like I said. Like
and that's the Menards.
Yeah, yeah. See, I ain't gonna say a lot about that either, but dude, these boys been living here their whole life.
Yeah, the road's named after them, right? Hill? Ben Hill? Hill?
Yeah. Yeah, his dad or a relative or something like that. Yeah, Fred at one, I don't know, I shouldn't be saying, but he was, somebody come down there, he had his daughter there visiting. The guy come out and Fred didn't even know him, started shooting. This is how wild things used to be.
Oh, wow.
Started shooting, thought, wrong house or something, you know what I mean? Thought it was about some money or something. Started shooting a gun at Fred. Fred went and retrieved his, he had 357, got behind a tree, changed fire, and shot the guy. He said he's shot him in the, he thought he, killed him immediately because he blew him over into the, but you know what I mean? He shot him in the neck and the dude lived, you know what I mean?
Did they call the police?
Yeah.
Get arrested?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, dude. I know people down here. Good old boy. This is where Summer lives.
Yep.
Man, fucking bullshit.
I was here yesterday and there was 2 cars leaving their driveway. One had a canoe on the top.
Yeah. But they should just.
And then I came one time about a month ago and there was a dead dog right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I come here, me and my mom and my aunt, and they was a cop, like a cop or look like a damn. Because a lot of people, I don't think why they've done a whole lot is because they think that there's law up there or there's law watching all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here's the creek.
Yeah.
Right here's where that little girl would probably be playing at most of the time. You know what I'm saying? If, for example, they ain't got kids around here are rough and tough. They play, you know what I mean? They ain't no TV. They ain't no certain for kids. Nowadays there is, but back when I was little, when I come to Tennessee, me and my cousins was in creeks 90% of the time. We was together though. You know what I mean? It's rare one little girl's gonna go walking off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or this way. Like we can take this creek, it'll take us all the way to our road. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go?
Well,
Just get off the main road?
honestly, it's up to you. I'm just saying. But
You want to walk the main road?
honestly, I hate to. I'm telling you this. I just don't want to be.
You want to go back the way
Snakes
you want to go back the way we came?
Honestly, I think we should walk the main road.
Okay, let's do it.
Because I'll just show you. Me and you did that way, and I'll show you how short it is from here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I got friends up and down this creek. You know what I'm saying?
You know anything about this neighbor up here in the corner?
No, nothing about him at all. Like a lot of us.
They're called the Chambers. I think their name is the Chambers.
I think they're good people.
The only bad people, it seems like, are these people here, the Wells.
And there's wild. There's wild that's. I know wild.
But they're
people.
not.
No, dude. No.
Or child, kill.
They ain't nobody.
There's some sex around here. I mean, people that do things to children. Molesters is still bad people, but
they wouldn't be down here. I'm gonna tell you that. That's a fact, bro. That's a motherfucking fact.
Come on, Lucy.
Come on, girl. She's getting tired. Yeah, I like having her with me all the time. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if you go get your gear, your pants, you go on, dude. Sorry, I'm gonna shop. Yep. Yeah. She's a good dog. She actually listens. But there's a graveyard up here.
Yeah, I've been there. That's the Morrison Cemetery.
What about if there was a burial going on or something? What if they put her?
I came up with that theory. You could put her right at a graveyard.
You know what I'm saying? Like underneath the. My cousin and my family's buried in the next one.
Yeah.
My cousin got shot in 4 years ago. My younger cousin shot in the head. You know what I mean? See, this is all crazy to me. This life down here. You know what I mean?
So you live on the opposite side of that mountain there.
Yeah.
That's how far we walked, but it wasn't that long.
Honestly, if we cut into those woods and cut over.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say, I just wanted to.
I'm going to come up and give some commentary now. What you're looking at now, he's about to go over. He's going to tell you about the chicken fighting. You're going to hear about the barrels. This is a Crawford property where Morlena once lived. Calesta Maddox lived here. So did Ricky Crawford. This is where the blue minivan is that everybody was spotting out on the map. Google map that said Candace was sitting in it years and years ago. It couldn't have been Candace. You had to look at the date on the Google map. But this is that area, and this is where your chicken fighters start.
And we might just go down here and cut over. You know?
Yeah.
But I feel like every house around this motherfucker. I mean, who's to say? You know what I'm saying? Like those neighbors with that lawn and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, but the mom and them though, we're all praying that she's still alive. That they have her hid. You know what I'm saying? Worried about DCS and shit.
You think that's possible?
Yeah. People down here.
I might have missed it. I don't know if I did. I don't know if it's coming up or we missed it because we were in the chat. But if we did go back and listen, you'll hear him say, "You ever hear the rooster fighting?" He brings it up coming down this road somewhere along the way.
Stupid anyways.
Not by faith.
Like, as long as you stick, you know what I mean? Like, I have 4 kids. We come down here and lived 3 or 4 years ago, and my kids got took. Honestly, if I had to pick one, it was my youngest daughter. I would have took off with her, you know what I mean? Try to run with her, you know what I mean? Anything. And that's what I'm saying. They so stupid, they could have come up with some. You know what I mean? You could have a false wall at somebody's house. And, you know what I mean? That's another speculation, you know what I mean? Because look, they be crying if they was really missing her, or if they really knew something. If they knew she was gone, like passed away, they would be. You know what I mean? They're hiding something big time. But that's all I gotta say about that. And as far as as you show anybody this, as far as them, if they ain't done nothing wrong, then they tell them they can come down here if they want, and they can search themselves. Why aren't they asking? But I'm gonna say this: it's been a year, and it might not be very wise now. You see what I'm saying?
They haven't even searched. Candace never went out there to look. That's her daughter.
Right? Stupid. Yeah, they ain't gonna be around here long. That's all I'm gonna say. Another year or two? No. That's pretty boy. You boy, girl. Man, you're beautiful.
That's a pretty horse.
Yep.
Off the road, Lucy.
Yep.
Come on, Lucy. Off the road.
Well, them are game birds. You know anything about game chickens?
I don't.
I got some game birds.
So what are they for? What are they?
Well, they just down here. It used to be a thing. Now they just have them because they're keeping up a tradition, but they don't fight them no more like they used to. But they're fighting birds, fighting cocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they do. It's a men's sport down here. You know what I mean? That's a. They can't be loose with a net. Hey, see that gray? That's a gray. I got.
Oh, so they're fighting.
They're fighting cocks. Yeah, all these are fighting. So even that's like a secret society type of thing.
Yeah, that's an underground.
Yep. I got some myself, but they're just. I thought they was beautiful. I didn't never know nothing about fucking damn birds.
Is there like a valley we could go through, maybe?
Yep, we're going through here in a minute.
Oh, you know where you're at?
Well, we're not too far, but yeah, we're going to kind of look the block in a minute. Hey, Jody! Hey! Woo!
You know him? He could give us a ride.
Yeah. Yep, Jody! He sure will get to that.
Is that your neighbor?
No, he's a good old boy. Hey! What up, y'all? Dude, yeah, I got this guy looking for summer. He's a news dude. And
how are you?
And we got back over there on we got lost for a minute. I was like, damn. Yeah, that's what we was doing. I was showing him everywhere you know. Yeah, I appreciate it, Jody.
Yeah, I can drop you off up here tomorrow, but I'm
okay. Lucy, come on.
Come on, Lucy.
Okay, here.
Lucy's it.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man. So cool. Go ahead. I appreciate it. Huh? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't for sure where to go back in, to go back over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we walked pretty far. We walked about 3 or 4 miles, right? I've been filming now for an hour and 11 minutes, so I say about 3 miles.
Yeah. Pretty good. She's at the house now. I sure will. I sure will. I know that's what we're all hoping to do. Come on, girl. Come on. Exactly. That's what we were just talking about. Come on, Lisa. Come on.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, we're already in the back there. I'm at my dad's Atlanta. I got some new birds, and I don't got no birds. That's it. Yeah, hey, yeah. So, okay. All right, bye, y'all. Bye. Thank you, Jody. Yep.
So how far from here?
Well,
About a mile?
yeah.
Yeah.
But that knocks off, and it knocks off cutting through somebody's yard and end up in
arguments with somebody maybe, or
or I don't know where everything is on all this back here yet. You know what I mean?
yeah. How long you been down here?
I've just been living here for about 8 months.
Oh, 8 months. Okay.
6 to 8 months.
You already know everybody.
Oh well, but these are but I used to live up on the mountain over there.
Oh, okay.
When I moved down here, we live in called Dogtown.
Dogtown.
So these are just friends of just good old buddies. You know what I mean? Good people.
You don't have a phone?
No.
Oh man, does your mom have a phone?
Yeah, we got internet. I look on YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll give you my number.
Yep.
Let me get your mom's number.
I don't got no. You know what I mean? As far as that, but you can. My girlfriend's got Facebook. I don't do a whole lot of that. You know what I mean? Social media stuff. I like to look up stuff and work on stuff, but that's not it. I was gonna get my girlfriend and my mom some more of them tiger lilies, but anyway. Yeah, look, that's the thing. These people, they want to get to know you too when they get down. You know what I mean? They all thought I was up to no good. Because you know what I mean? Some people think because another dude, decent looking, moves down here, damn Yankee, they don't usually take kindly to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I talked to many neighbors and people around here. Everybody seemed cool. The only one that had a problem was the one guy when we were out there on bullhorns asking where's Summer in front of their house. Donald Scherfley lived in back of the wells with the junkyard back there.
Oh yeah.
He came out and but he was cool. We ended up shaking hands and talking. He was just like, make a lot of noise back here.
Yeah, a lot of them dudes do
scaring his girlfriend or somebody.
Hey, a lot of those dudes do this where this is their land, this is what and they're not trying to be like even people we're in the South. Why not fly a rebel flag? Well, they don't want to be considered a group. You know what I mean? Like they're different. Hey, he's like me. I don't fly a rebel flag because I'm in the South. I'm not racist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with race anyways. I take pride in it, but you don't want people to come by shit and think you're some. It's like this. Down here, nobody bothers you. You don't bother them. That's the way it goes. You know what I mean? Good old people. Nobody. But that's what I'm saying. They know, dude. They have to. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So does and
even the detective, his name's John Pruitt. He says Summer is near that home. Summer's somewhere near that home.
Or he knows, or they. Look, I God forbid, if they don't know, I would feel bad. But I know they know. You know what I'm saying? They got to know something. For somebody, them or across the street, one of them, within those 4 houses right there, somebody knows, bro. I'd bet my bottom dollar on it. I'm usually not wrong on a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like I said, we got kids, we got grandkids, we got nieces, nephews. For 20 years, 30, 40 years, there ain't been no missing people. You know what I mean? They've been a lot of redneck, honky-tonk, drunk shooting, but nah. Like on the next holler, there's a couple boys I know. They get in a fight, they cut each other. I mean, they're quick to, you know what I mean? Like, they're crazy, but you know what? They don't go dude. They just let it be known, don't with them.
They could have thrown somewhere in one of these sheds somewhere.
Well, there's a couple houses down here. That's what one time I told my dad. I said, dude, these houses scare me. Like, I get the creeps, dude. Down here.
It's pitch black back here, isn't it, at night?
Yeah, hey, you can't see nothing. At least he gave us a ride.
Yeah, I'd say probably 40 minutes, huh?
Yeah, but well, as I'm saying, if around and get lost or get,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm pretty confident maybe we wouldn't, you know what I mean? But if we follow the creek, if anything, we'd have come out down there, back there where we just got dropped off at. And normally, if I, like year and a half, 2 years ago, my buddy lived past Spin Hill Road, and I've walked these roads a couple times going from there to my uncle's and aunts. But I was smart enough not to go in nobody's property. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I don't believe somebody's got her. You know what I mean?
Continues. At a certain point, Fred told me that another little girl, same age as Summer, looked exactly like her, sort of, in description from Fred. And even he said that. But that she had been taken, or she had just vanished. Out of the back of the holler, out of the woods. And she belonged to meth cooks. All of them were moving around inside the woods to different areas and taking goods in and out, and food, and shit to cook with, and all that shit. But they didn't report her as missing or vanished. Because, well, obviously. And she, somehow much like Summer, was not yet in school. But they had such camp that they were actually living in the woods. They weren't just visiting and or coming and going. They were actually living in the woods with the cook site and being moved around by others during periods. When it's time to move, you know. Goods taken in and out to them, you know. As they needed help moving the cook locations inside of the mountains, such. But anyway, it starts with it's why my initial watching. But damn, there's no way to tell with so many looky-loos and online crazies going real life. This was right after they firmly took off all full-time and part-time guard / copped into the road and all these other things. But of course, looky-loos, like I said a minute ago, part of my initial watching was to see return of predator or person, if anyone else other than those last known to be with Summer were involved. Something like that would indeed come back to revisit. Damn near bet on it. Couldn't tell though, for all you fucking Fruit Loops out there in the world who thought you just had to come into Ben Hill. Like I said, thanks a whole fucking so anyway, hey, but y'all got footage of me in my nightgown with a machete moving my cameras around in the middle of the night and put them out on psychic channels. Thank God that really helped Summer Wells. Whereas if you just stayed the entire shit fuck out of there, that might have helped Summer a whole hell of a lot more. somebody to have actually been identified, if not for you assholes. Yeah. Good job, guys. Anyway, see, it's problem with y'all going to all these fucking places where all these events happen. See? Do you see the fucking issue? Yeah. Hey, but it's no big thing. You're just driving in the road. It's fun. It's fun. No harm, no foul. You don't, like, get out of the car and pet the animals or anything. Nah, it is a problem. Because with crimes like this, chances are really high probability of revisiting the scene by those responsible. Can't tell for you assholes that do this around every case. You just gotta have the TikTok footage and the YouTube footage, don't you? Don't you? Hell, you know, on all the anniversaries and shit y'all visit here, every year, every 6 months, every time goes, like, you know, it's fun. Every time dumbasses come here, get attention back, others out here like, oh shit, I didn't know about this case, let me go visit Ben Hill, and those like writing all this shit, right? Every time you do this inside that community, just know, especially on anniversary dates and certain times, that could hold significance for the person or persons responsible. And they may actually be visiting or coming in at those times. And once again, they can't be seen because of all you assholes. Get it yet? Anyway, it's why my initial watching. But damn, there's no way to tell with so many looky-loos and online crazies going real life in here. Anyway, so then I go, know what Fred said to me yesterday? Mind you, I couldn't tell if it was real Fred, dope Fred, or schizophrenic Fred. No lie. But he said there's a guy and girl in here stashed in the wood. Cooks. Says some of the others bring food and goods to them and help move the cook locations in the back of the hollow. Says he had in caps a little girl too that vanished, and he made it seem like they didn't report it because it was in here and they were cooking, obviously. Fred's speak is strange. Persons like that would make sense on Candace saying that about the quote youngin' down the road. Now I was like, nah, not really, because Candace implied the one that was for sale for meth down the road, but did point in the same direction that Hollow travels and where the cook locations and all that were at some point that Fred was implying was a little one, a wee tiny one. And that was stated by her quite a bit before Summer vanished. About the time all the weird changes started happening. Year and a half before Summer vanished. So I know my reply to this is like, nah, not the same age, blah, blah. But Candace did point in the same direction. So there is that. I remember exactly where she was standing and all this shit. She said which way she pointed. So that's neither here nor there. But, so not the same. But then again, maybe because of that Fred's time or that amount of time passing, or Fred wrongly assuming the age, or whatever. Maybe the fuck they were talking about the same little fuck, I don't know. But if you're a cook, you're making the meth, you then wouldn't trade a child off for meth. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they're both talking about two different. Actually, all I can tell you is I hope neither were real and it was just Candace with diabetes, though her about it. I don't know. Just why lie about something? I just don't. Then again, why lie about and hoaxes and all that bullshit. And Fred's Fred. Okay, Fred's Fred. So I hope neither thing is true. I hope both are full of shit. Always hope that. And I did try to get a bead on the one. I and Monster both did report it in real time, just so you're aware. You know, because y'all do love that whole, why didn't you report it? Why did you just live beside this? Why didn't you do anything? It's weird shit you all don't know, but accuse us all of. Swear we didn't or did not do with absolutely no idea of anything. And y'all love screaming that shit, don't you? Just love it.
People around here don't put up in the. Like,
it's when you do stuff to a child, it's like sick. It's sick.
Yeah.
You got to be like a monster. And there is people out there, but I don't think besides Don and Candace Wells and what happened there, there's other monsters around here. I mean, there's very few in this world.
Dude, there's people like schizophrenics I've seen. I was watching a lot of them things, and I watch like Mr. Ballin or Creepypasta, some of these things. And there's people that's just crazy, bro. You know what I mean? But in general, they're not gonna be around here. You know what I mean? Everybody knows everybody. They're in jail or they're dead if they're. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even me, like I said, people has went out of their way since I've been down here. I know just about everybody down through here. You know what I mean? And anybody knows me, they know. Look, I'm to myself and my family. I'm usually working on car, truck, motorcycle. I go to ginseng. I scout. When it's time to dig it, I dig it. You know what I mean? When season.
Yeah.
Besides that, I'm the type I'll help anybody do anything. I'll give you a shirt off my back. You know what I mean?
You were, dude. I
mean?
appreciate this 100%, billion%. Like
Well,
this gets a whole perspective. Like I don't think people have really, outside of locals, have seen what that holler looks like back there.
Yeah.
You know,
Nobody would. Nobody. I bet money. Nobody just about would take you. And like I said, that's the area. I'm more like across the street from where you're parked. That's my uncle's and our property. Back through there, like I said, I went down to that porta potty, but I didn't go past that back in there. You know what I mean? I don't know who owns that.
but it was interesting. Back up on that top of the hill, there's trails up there.
Yes, like I said, that's what I told my old lady before. But like I said, we went scouting over there, and they see me. I had a white T-shirt on, so I had to go over there, and I told them I was just asking about the pond, this and this and this, because they go fishing when my kids come down. But yeah, they said, well, when it's hunting season, they didn't want me in the wood, us in the woods. So I was like, okay. But now it ain't hunting season, so we should be okay.
Other people probably go back there hunting, right? Yeah, I mean, illegal hunting, poaching.
I mean, no, it's got to be Ken.
Do you hear gunshots?
Oh yeah, I hear gunshots all the time. Even them, where that pond is, they shoot. My uncle, we shoot sometimes. I mean, but not at night.
Yeah.
But at night, sometimes way back in there, like I've heard gunshots, and we don't know where they come from. There's people back there sometimes.
Were you here this time last year? Or no, you weren't here. You were somewhere else.
I wasn't living right here, but I come and visit my stepmom.
What was she saying about it? Like
blowing away all of us, really.
Were there like helicopters out there?
Look, we couldn't even go down to Ben Hill Road.
Oh, because it was
because
closed.
and half of us, like me and David was in a car. We just have a farm vehicle. You know what I mean? We didn't have plates on it. We had a couple beers and gonna go down to his property. There's a law and everything. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they don't get cooperation because of this. You know what I mean? People's afraid to go to jail over something retarded. But if it's over this little girl, that's why I said. But well, when I got home, I lived way down there on Lone Star. They was investigators come found David because of his property.
Found who?
David Bays. He's my father-in-law. He owns property next to Fred's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his wife burned his house down.
Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing up there no more.
What was that about?
She was off of medication. Well, she had, some
And police were looking for Dave?
well, because they went up, they searched Albany Hill, but they found some bones. And, but they was just, and they wanted to talk to locals like Fred and them, anybody on that road. That's what it was. But David says, no, there was a dog shot up there. I think he got them.
Somebody shot a
rabies
dog?
or something.
Oh,
yeah.
rabies dog.
Yeah.
Is there wild dogs around here?
There's something around here. I don't know. Coyotes. I don't know. I've never.
Got a truck coming.
Yeah. But
Over here.
there's bears, coyotes. There's thingies that is unexplainable. You don't know. If there is a Bigfoot or something weird like that, it's probably back in there.
Know him?
I know these people. I get banny roosters off of them. So banny chickens. My kids are gonna come down. This is a very good people right here. And up over here, I got my horse. When we go, I got my.
So if like, the sheriffs come back here at all?
No, cops don't come back here.
They don't come back here.
We had somebody break into the house next door, and that was them people. They was evicted. They had to come get. They had more than 30 days. They had 5 months. They still didn't come get all their stuff. Well, they tried to call a law saying that this and this and this, and that's the only time I've ever even seen law come down this road in my life.
From a break-in. They don't patrol or
Well,
nothing.
it's because they was scared, or something. The neighbors, you know what I mean. But when it's after dark, we don't. You know what I mean. You better knock on the door and tell somebody, or we're going to think you're trespassing. You know?
Yeah, even me just driving past, I've seen people come out and look at me funny.
Yeah.
Like, who is this dude? Like, why is he here?
Right.
I mean, it's suspicious. And they probably, some people, like you said, have guns on them, and they're like, who is this person?
Yeah.
This is impeding on your personal space.
Yep. Yes, sir. Purple markers. I don't understand.
What does he mean? Don't go on the property?
Yeah, I think so. Dickhead. That's what I'm saying. People sometimes. I got a loud motorcycle. You know what I mean? People. My horse got loose. Come down here. He wants to. Fucking.
Oh, you seen him before?
Yeah, he's a dick. This old dickhead. Purple markers. What is he talking about?
Property line, maybe?
I don't understand that. Purple markers. I don't even know what he's talking about. But when I see people like that, you don't want to stop and ask too much questions. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, just keep them. Because then it might end up in an argument.
And then, yeah, it's always something stupid real quick. You know what I mean?
Like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
That's why I'm not even giving him the time. He's got something to say to me, he can get out and he can say it to me. Not, but well, he was like, I work for a living. What are you doing? Basically, my bike sounds like Harley Davidson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing midnight on your motorcycle? Like, everybody's knows. Well, I can't drive up. Look, purple markers are up. See them? That's what he's talking about. Something. I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? Didn't we see some down there?
Yeah, we did, I think. I think he's just talking about property lines.
Yeah.
There's purple right there.
So he must be saying.
Don't go on anybody else's property.
Yeah. I never
or his
have.
property.
I never have. I never went on his property. I stepped on his driveway because my horse was tied up there, but he wouldn't even let me get it.
He wouldn't?
Nope. He
got it for you?
No, he wouldn't. He says he was tired of all this bullshit. Me coming up. It ain't me, dude. There's 3 people who's got motorcycles down here. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes I go out on a ride, but he's like, I work for a living. He's like, whose horse is this? He says, honestly, it's my father-in-law's, David Bay's. He's like, well, he's gonna have to come get it. He wouldn't let me. He, like I said, some people, they don't know. If you ain't from around here, they don't.
Yeah. I get it.
I mean, I really don't, but whatever. A little bit of generosity, little kindness goes a lot way.
Yeah, you want to be in good standing with everybody, you know?
Hey, well, I give respect. I'd like to get it. I can give him, but he won't give it to me. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they want to just, they see you got tattoos or you see you look young, and like, you know what I mean? Purple line. That's retarded anyways. I ain't gonna worry about him. But well, he wanted to buy that horse. And I was like, no way, dude. No,
Whose horse was it?
It's mine. It's mine.
You have a horse back there?
I got a horse right up here. They got loose. It was thundering. And my uncle, he tied it. He wasn't thinking. He tied her to his four-wheeler, and she flipped him, and he got pinned underneath it and shit. And she got loose, went down there. He's got horses. So she was in heat or something. But that's what he's saying. He just don't want nobody on his property or whatever. But he was told no. She went for sale and this and this. Now, all right, we'll book up. Man.
I saw. Is that the lights? Who are the lights? I keep hearing their
As I
names.
say, that's I got a couple. That's one of my horses.
I saw a lot on the mailboxes all over the lights.
Yep, there's dikes and lights. They're all family here. My family bought land back here, and they he's friends with my uncle, but a lot of people don't like that. You know what I mean? This used to be a very horse right there.
Oh, that's a horse?
Yep, and the preacher lives right here, back there. But the guy that lives back here is named Payne. We call him JR Payne.
Yeah.
What up, baby? I'll come down here in a little bit. Look, you clean it up, ain't you? Yes, he's my horse.
Why is it here?
Because just to get her anything that was all grown up, all that was grown up yesterday before.
Okay, yeah.
You put a horse in, look, she will clean it up, bro. They're the best damn. That's what I'm saying. You see down there, there ain't no grass down there.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got them two. The preacher lives here, I think. And then Payne lives back there. He's got land. He says, hey, he knew we had a horse. Offered. I walk her down here. I put her in there for a night or two, take her out. I'll bring her back home. These people are all great. But that way, I don't know none of them a whole lot. You know what I mean? And as you see, you can't really get to either.
Don't see no purple stakes on this side.
No, they ain't. And then that's the way it is. But
Some people own like, what, 100 acres back here?
And that's the thing.
Plus? 100 plus?
My uncle bought.
How many acres you guys own?
My uncle bought, he's got 19, 20 acres. And it's all gullies and hollers.
Yeah.
And that's Glenda's, that was Glenda's, my stepmom's property. She sold it to my uncle and my aunt. The rest is hers and her brother's. I don't know. I never asked. God.
Lucy's tired.
Yeah, I'm tired too, bro. I'm out of shape. I haven't done a lot of hiking this year yet.
So you've seen bear.
Yeah, there's everything.
They come at humans back here?
I haven't had one run at me or nothing, but I've seen them. I've been riding my motorcycle and seen one right down the road. There's a bear, I think, right behind our house. But there's some weird things. I think there's bobcats or something that's what I'm thinking at night. There's deer. It's got to be deer or bobcat. Because there's something that if you walk this road at night, the woods will move. Even. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. I swear to God, if you...
Well, I went to their house on Ben Hill at night and turned my headlights off and went down that road, and it was pitch black. You couldn't see
I'm
nothing.
gonna say this: if you don't believe in ghosts, you think that there ain't no such thing, and you ain't scared of nothing, you come out here, like David's property or down here, and you go in the woods, and I bet anybody can come stay a night in these woods with no gun, no nothing. You know what I mean? And see if you ain't. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I stayed in at David's, and I just swore I heard people talking. You know what I mean? Or thought it was, and it ain't nobody. It's just goes. Sometimes there's weird feelings. I've always hunted. I know what, but sometimes I feel like there's some type of, gotta be bobcats or coyotes, something stalking you. You know what I mean? Or something. But see, I feel a lot better now that we're buddies. You know what I mean?
How many people come to your church there? That church?
It all depends. Sometimes
Saturday or Sunday?
Sundays. Yeah, her dad built that church. And see right here, this is joining property to my uncle's. We don't know who owns this. I think a cop. My cousin said that the cop owns this or something, but they ain't no house.
Coming in, I saw this here, and I was like, yeah, this is someone could just drive up in there and just throw something in there and just drive off.
Yep.
I mean, you're not going to be seen.
I don't know who owns that. You know, honestly, I'd like to see if I get permission to go ginseng. You know, but a lot of people don't want you on their property. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I live in Pennsylvania. I lived kind of like this too, not as hilly, but just back in the woods. And
well,
we owned like 65 acres, so
damn.
It was just all woods. And
was it flat up there?
Yeah, it's hilly, but it's not like this. It's not flat. It's hilly.
Yeah.
But you know, you're growing up. I'd camp out there all the time, build fires, hunt,
yeah,
fish.
Yep.
Yeah, typical stuff that a teenage boy would do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm from Indiana. to stay out of trouble, I rode dirt bikes and
Yeah.
hunt and fish. But it's all, I had to go to riverbanks and stuff. Like down here, I can't believe a lot of people, they don't even care. Like, dude, you get the most beautiful woods and everything. Look, my uncle and them, like, their house is right here. It's all a big ridge, a mountain. And back behind there, dude, it goes up and it goes and it goes flat and then it goes up another. Like, dude, there's like a mountain inside of a big mountain. You know what I mean? Like there's spots, dude, that go forever.
And with Summer, like she was only at the time 3 feet 40 pounds. Like you could just put somebody on your shoulder like that. It's like, and just walk up 2 or 3 miles somewhere. Yeah. That's why I think Don Wells was at that house that day.
Me too, because look, and they see this from my dad and my uncle. Look, at any time you just tell them who you are and that you talk to Brandon and that you want, he said, just check in, and you pretty sure that, hey, no questions asked. If it's over the little girl, you guys can, anybody can look, anybody can, you know what I mean? These are the houses that freak me out. They've been abandoned. There's a house there and there.
Whose homes? Who owns it?
I don't know. I think maybe the guy over there next door to my uncle's.
These homes here.
Yeah, but hey, that's what I'm saying. These houses at night.
So this used to be someone's home.
Yes, yeah.
How long has it been abandoned?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think nobody. And look, there's a building right there. Nobody. I bet nobody's looking in. I bet nobody's looking under this house. I mean, I don't think nobody's here. Come here. Get a stick. You need a stick. Probably snakes, bro. Hey. Wow. Snakes, bro. Yeah. I hate snakes. Yeah, look in there. You know what I mean? Like,
it's someone's house.
Yep. I mean, it's just left like this.
You know, you just throw a body in there.
Yep. I mean, I have no idea, but
it's crazy.
This house gives me the creeps, and the one next door. I don't know, for some reason. Like under here, there's spots.
Crawl spaces.
Crawl spaces. Yeah.
There's another one.
Yep. Buildings there. Yep.
This looks like a shed or something. Is that a house?
It's old.
Look, you got a basketball net. Look at that basketball.
Yep. But you can't. It's dangerous. You know what I mean? They should just be down.
And they built it like right on the edge of the hill.
Yeah, the creek even.
On the creek, yeah.
But you know what I mean? And there was a guy. Besides the wall to come, there was 2 guys that, and they dove. There was a diver, and I took them and showed them where the porta potties was. And there's like caves.
Did they look in there?
Yeah, they just looked in there, but they just wanted to document that they was, or whatever, they seen some type of.
Oh, they had cameras and footage?
Yeah, they had drones or something. They seen structures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just showed them that they was porta potties.
So when the authorities were back here and you saw them, did they have their own video cameras or anything like that? Did you see them?
There was a bunch. When the cops come themselves, there was like 6 to 10 of these cops. And some of them went this way, some of them went this way.
Who were they? Were they Hawkins County Sheriff's TBI?
I don't know.
FBI?
I you know what I mean?
What color were their uniforms?
They just had normal hiking clothes on. I think maybe sheriffs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, they was just, and I told them what information I knew. And because I was gone and they found I had by our pond, me and my girlfriend, we'd made us a little camping area, you know what I mean? But they wanted to know who was back there and they told them me, you know what I mean? Because my cousin rides motorcycles and it's only me and my girlfriend and my cousin. And so once they knew that, then they was, you know what I mean? But there's flags they marked, like, I don't know why they put them there. They're like something that they marked tag. They even put orange tape to show the entrances into these hollers.
Yeah.
But I've never seen them again. This goes all the way up and it goes, there's more hollers and gullies.
Yeah.
And gullies. All this is, there's 3 or 4 back here on our property. It goes up and then it goes through 2 big gullies and it goes up, flattens off and goes up again, dude.
But it connects to their holler and it connects to Ben Hill Road.
Well, yeah, that is Ben Hill Road. Like where we went, you see what I'm saying? Well, we went this way.
Yeah. Hey, made it home.
But yeah, it's just us down here, me and my stepmom, my stepbrother, and my girlfriend.
Well, that concludes our tour. Thank you so much, dude.
Yes, no problem. Hell yeah. Anytime you want to come down, bro, anytime.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
That was a good hike for JLR, huh? He got some exercise that day. All right, guys. That was a good watch, I think. I think it connects a lot of things this 4.5 years later. Can you believe Summer's going to have another birthday in less than a month, in just a few weeks? My My wish for her birthday is that we finally get answers. I hope that lead that they had is a step forward in her case. But I'm going to head out. I'll probably be back later because it's early. I'll probably find something I want to come live about. You hope he checked for ticks. Yeah, them woods are deep, dude. Rushy as heck. He's still here. He survived. All right, guys. Pez amore, peace and love. Mwah. I'll probably see you later today at some point. Talk to you all later. Bye.